In this video, we're going to be learning about color and color blending. In previous lessons, we've shown that a 3D fabric is comprised of texture images and the drape physics. In this lesson, we'll be working with the texture images. Color is displayed as a thumbnail in a few areas: colors in use, material thumbnails, material context view, and the color library. The color library is discussed in a separate video. We can select any of these color thumbnails to open the color dialog box. In the dialog box, we have a personal palette to save commonly used colors for quick reference. Here we can choose from the color library or picker to select a new color. The color is instantly changed for this material. We can also drag and drop any color thumbnail directly onto the garment in 2D or 3D window. Colors in use display a color thumbnail for every color currently being used on the garment. Following the same steps, we can quickly replace every instance of this color with a new color selection. We can also change the color from our material context view. We're also able to reset the color to the material's original color by selecting the Reset button directly above the color chip in the right-hand context menu. Now let's talk about color blending. Color blending determines how the original color of the material texture combines and blends with the color chip chosen. The result is displayed in the finished simulation. The color blending options can be found in the Diffuse Material channel. There are three options: Overlay, Multiply, Recolor. Each of these options work differently to recolor the diffuse texture map with the selected color chip. Overlay replaces mid-gray RGB 128 in the original texture image with the selected color chip. For example, when we compare these two images, we can see the mid-gray texture image perfectly recolors to the blue color. When the texture image is white, the blending result is lighter, and when the texture image is black, the blending result becomes darker. As a best practice when using overlay, we recommend that the fabric diffuse map texture is grayscaled, as this allows for the most accurate recoloring. Next, let's look at multiply. The multiply option is best for recoloring white materials as it adds the hue from the color chip to the hue of the texture image. For example, when we compare these two images, we can see the white material swatch perfectly recolors to the blue color. As the material gets darker, the recolored material also gets darker. The last option, Recolor, will do its best to recolor initial texture images of any color and match the desired color chip. Please note this option is fairly aggressive in how it adjusts the color of the material and may reduce the texture image detail. You can set your default blending mode in the software preferences. In this video, you've learned about color blending options for textures. For more information, check out the Browseware Help Center.